These areas have seen incredible improvements, and in today's video we're going to take a look at 5 Hurricane Helene updates, and the last one was just announced this week, so stick around to the end to learn more about that.
So the past couple of weeks I've been looking through all of my hard drives, finding video from the flood, and you know, I guess when you're living in the area and you see it every day, you kind of lose perspective of how much is being accomplished, how much is getting cleaned up. And after looking at these clips, it made me realize, hey, I need to step back and take a bigger look at this. So with the intro shot, cameras loaded up, it was time to get off the beach and head to our first location. The industrial park in Irwin, Tennessee was one of the hardest hit areas in the county. It looked apocalyptic days after the flood, and almost seemed like an impossibility to ever fix. Roads were missing, buildings were destroyed. It just didn't seem like there was any possible way that it could ever come back. Well, this past week, one of the major hurdles was taken care of. Roads were repaired enough to allow equipment in to help with the process of repairing these buildings in hopes that these businesses can return at some point. So now I'm heading to Uncle Johnny's hostel, and this was an area that I rode to just a couple days after the flood. And as I came down this road, I started thinking back at just how bad things were that day. Looking back at the video, I mean, man, it literally looks like something you would see in a third world country. What's wild is look how good it looks now. Like, these guys have went above and beyond. The new hostel looks great. I'm sure hikers can't wait to, try it out and check in, and I'm sure these guys can't wait to have them there. Living off bread and homemade wine. So this next location we're going to, this is the property next to my mama's house. There was just so much land washed away. The owner of this property, she lost 2 homes, a barn, and nearly lost this house here. The day of the flood, I put the drone in the air. I was shooting this video and I posted it live to Facebook, I believe. And she left me a comment wanting to know if I could tell if the water had come down from around her house. At the time, I wasn't sure. We'd find out later that her house had already washed away at that point. It's really nice to see this area getting, her property getting backfilled, the banks getting rebuilt, the river getting put back into its proper channel, if you will. These guys are doing a tremendous job moving the dirt, getting it put in the right places, and it's just great to see, something that looked like, I mean, this is a huge area of land, and it's slowly starting to take shape again.
This is Interstate 26, 10 minutes from Johnson City, Tennessee. But look at this here. This is near the town of Irwin, Tennessee. You cannot drive from Johnson City to Asheville now because the interstate is completely washed away.
As you can see, the bridges were just completely gone. So you had Chestoa Bridge gone, 2 interstate bridges gone. The only bridge remaining was the bridge at Riverview. So this was a huge task. It was something that had to happen. And not only did they clear all the debris, but as you can see, the bridges are being rebuilt. According to the Time News, the projected completion date will be June of this year. Chestoa Bridge is a bridge that we used on a daily basis. It's a well-known bridge in the county, somewhat of a, I guess you could say it's sort of a landmark of Unicoi County. And on the day of the flood, it was completely destroyed.
Fellowship Hall, church is gone. Oh my God.
As you can see right here, the water levels were completely over top of the bridge. It was just a matter of time before the entire bridge would be completely swept away.
There it goes. Oh, there it goes. Oh. There goes the bridge. There goes the bridge. Gone. You believe in God, you best pray.
The days following the flood, we didn't really know if they would have any intentions of building the bridge back or not. But just this past week, they announced the funding had been secured to begin this project.
Tonight, FEMA and the state of Tennessee have approved almost $10 million to replace Unicoi County's Chestoa Pike Road Bridge. That bridge destroyed when floodwater from Hurricane Helene swept across the region late September. FEMA's share for the project, more than $7.3 million. The non-federal share, about $2.4 million. The money will be used to replace the bridge.
With debris scattered all throughout the Nolichucky and just how much we used that bridge, this is a very welcomed piece of news for all of us living in the south end of the county.
If everything is fleeting, I struggle to find the point. So I'll just put on all my favorite bands and I'll hide behind the noise.